We are covering high availability and fault tolerance, a critical topic for the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner exam. Let's clarify the difference, as the exam will test you on this distinction. High availability focuses on minimizing downtime through redundancy, but it might involve a brief service interruption during a failure. Think of it like having a spare tire. You have a way to recover, but there's a short period of downtime while you fix the flat. A classic AWS example is using an elastic load balancer to distribute traffic across EC2 instances in multiple availability zones. If one instance fails, the load balancer redirects traffic to the healthy instances, ensuring the application remains available with minimal disruption. Fault tolerance, however, aims for zero downtime. The system continues to operate seamlessly even when a component fails. This is like having run-flat tires. You don't even stop when a puncture occurs. The primary exam example for this is an Amazon RDS database configured for multi-AZ deployment. When the primary database fails, AWS automatically and seamlessly fails over to the standby replica in another availability zone, often with no impact perceived by the end user. A common exam trap involves scenarios where you must choose between a highly available and a fault-tolerant solution. If the question implies that a brief interruption is acceptable, the answer points to high availability. If the requirement is for zero interruption, you need a fault-tolerant design. The foundation for both concepts is the multi-AZ deployment strategy, which distributes resources across isolated data centers within a single AWS region to prevent a single point of failure. Now let's shift to disaster recovery, which handles larger-scale failures, like an entire AWS region going offline. For the exam, you must understand two key metrics, RPO and RTO. The recovery point objective, or RPO, is about data loss. Think of the P in RPO as point in time. It answers the question, what is the maximum amount of data measured in time that you can afford to lose? An RPO of 10 minutes means you cannot lose more than the last 10 minutes of data before the failure. The recovery time objective, or RTO, is about downtime. Think of the T in RTO as time to recover. It answers the question, how quickly does the system need to be back online and fully functional after a disaster? An RTO of 1 hour means the business can't be down for more than an hour. Here is a simple mnemonic to remember them for the exam. RPO has a P for point, which relates to data, and RTO has a T for time, which relates to downtime. Exam questions will present scenarios, such as a company that can tolerate 15 minutes of data loss and must be operational within 4 hours, which directly translates to an RPO of 15 minutes and an RTO of 4 hours. Your task is to identify the AWS strategy that meets these objectives. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.